Okay, I sure hope this comes through very, very clearly. Hello, everyone. But, I had a lot of downloads coming to me all at once, especially about the genuineness and the authenticity and the organic energy that a lot of us possess. That is strength, a lot of strength. Okay. I was going to speak specifically on a situation that had happened in my past, and I chose, with my better judgment, not to, but just to talk about the point that I was hoping to make with that story. Just like, I used to be in such a dark space about the things that I've been through. And it took a long time for me to realize that I actually came through, you know. Yeah, I came through with battle wounds. Yes, I came through with some pretty ass scars, you know. Which to most people who have only experienced people who are unscathed, like this right here looks, I probably look like a scarecrow in a cornfield. You understand what I'm saying? Or you definitely do. But like, it took a while for me to realize that those things that I came through and overcame, and there's yet more to come to overcome, that they weren't a bad thing, and they were for my good and for my benefit. Like, if you never fall, I mean, once I became a mother, that's probably when shit clicked in for me, because it was like, I was always super nurturing, but I wasn't, and protective, but not overprotective. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll go out there and buy you a helmet and knee pads. I'll buy you everything that you need, show you how to put them on and use them, and mix, you know, and tell you what they're for. Not why I'm getting it. I'm getting it because I don't want you to hurt yourself. But I'm putting it on there. I say, this to protect your knees in case you fall. Okay? These for your elbows in case, you know, try to stop yourself. And this is a helmet just in case, I don't know, you flip or something or other. Who knows? But, you know, I gave you all your protection. Hey, woohoo. Have at it. Play ball. It's not until then, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't stay, that baby go out there and try to learn to ride that bike, you know, you took him to the park, but this nigga want to ride around the parking lot, or he want to ride between trees on the grass. Like, you can't learn balance out there. But hey, I'm gonna sit back and have me a margarita and smoke me a squirrel, because I'll give him everything he need. Even if he fall on that grass, he still got, if he wore it. If he wore it. But like, I digress, obviously. But like, sitting here, like, I'm sitting here, I'm just thinking, and I'm going, because things are still coming into me, so I apologize for the stuttering. But it's like, I feel like my 18-year-old self still saying like and But I was saying the same thing to a friend, and I was talking about how, you know, on some real shit, once you elevate and realize, yeah, you've been hurt before, but look at you now. Look at you now, though. You done moved on, moved past, grown, you know what I'm saying? When you look back at shit, because sometimes what help you let shit go is the fact that you realize you put yourself into your own situations. You won't never unprotect it. If you make it out of something, you won't never unprotect it. You was always covered. You know what I'm saying? Always covered. You always had the tools and the protection. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, you know, was given that protection by, we was bestowed on it. You know what I'm saying? Some of us got that protection given to us on how to move in, you know, in and out this world and this life and things like that. But it's people like me who had to, shit, I could steal a bike, sure, but I don't know how to ride that motherfucker and look like everybody is using pads, but I ain't got no way to get no pads. I can't get no, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, like, not, she did, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, like, it was mud related. Shit. I'm gonna go steal somebody's bike because I want to ride a bike like the rest of the motherfuckers in my neighborhood, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna thug it out and ride the bike that my daddy give me, my mama give me, and I'm just gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Mom probably have no pads and shit to give me, but she can get me a bike. So I'm gonna be mad because my mama didn't give me no pads, and I had to, you know, get my knee scraped and shit like that. I bet y'all learned that how to ride that bike faster than a motherfucker who couldn't feel no pain. I bet most of y'all learned to do a whole lot of shit a whole lot of faster because you felt some pain. I bet you. I bet you. Whatever fueled that, fueled it. You know what I mean? Whatever fucking fueled that, fueled it. But, like, I bet you if it had not been for some pain, a lot of y'all would have never fucking moved. And y'all can call this earth, you know what I'm saying, a heaven or a hell, but this is torment. This is torment. This is down here where you learn. You down here learning to fight your demons before they defeat you. That's what the Testament of Paul and Peter and all them, that's what they was talking about. That's what they was saying. They seen all the tormentation that these people are going through. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. And that's why he preached so heavily about the flesh and the spirit. Because what he was shown was the outcome of those who could not overcome that part of their flesh. Or, you know what I'm saying, whatever part of their flesh it was that overtook them. Not the struggle, you know what I'm saying? And the daily growth and the time and the energy and effort and all that shit you putting into battling those demons, like you constantly going in. No, the one you give up on. Yeah. It's a constant battle. It's a daily struggle. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you gotta regroup every fucking day. You gotta re-strategize every day. I done got cold, my feet cold, and the wind is blowing. So now, you feel me? Like I got caught a chill, y'all. So, excuse me. But like, some of us, are ascended masters, and that's why our path is like it's tougher, It seems rougher. It seems most unfair. It seems, and I say seems because, you know, the higher you go, shit really seems small. And those of us who fly frequently, you know, they call it bird's eye view for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You can see a whole lot more clearer, first of all. And something that you thought you might, I mean, like, shit, look big when you're down lower does not look the same when you up high. Once you elevate, you see shit for what it really is. You're like, oh, okay, cool. You can let that go. You can let that be. You know? I don't hold much of my past, like, against myself no more. Like, it's almost like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, all the lessons that I learned are meant for me to learn them. I ain't put myself in no, I'm wise, like, you know what I'm saying, I make pretty wise, I feel like, you know, in my opinion. And that's taking a lot, dealing with narcissistic environments, you know, multiple ones. Learning to trust your own decision-making skills is something that continues to develop, you know, because life will trigger you. You know, just the basic struggle, regular, everyday struggle can trigger someone who has been in a very narcissistic environment for an extended period of time. You know what I'm saying? It takes some time, first of all, to work through those triggers, because the triggers is what really kind of throws you off balance, you know. And with growth and like trying to grow, because you have this ever like yearning to do better, know better. And the only way you know better is if you experience more. But you're so scared. You're so scared. So scary. All of that unknown stuff just seems like unnecessary. Like, on the cool, some parts of yourself be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, shit just was better when I was letting somebody else think for me. Because it's scary, excuse me. Because it's scary, you know. Because with thinking for yourself comes responsibility and accountability. And you know that. Because that's what you heal from. You know? You go from feeling guilty about leaving the environment, the relationship, the connection, the job. You feel bad about it. You feel guilt about it. But then once you heal from it and realize you did the best thing for yourself at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta lean on that sometimes for encouragement, rather than going out here and making a decision to try something and you don't get your desired outcome. Like, every time you swing, you ain't gonna hit. So lower your expectations, but increase your optimism and faith. You know? So shit. Even starting my YouTube channel was scary for me. That's why I had been inconsistent and I haven't posted in a while. And this is going to be the very first post. They just said, do it how it come out. So I'm going to do it how it come out. And those that tune in, going to tune in. I'm not even going to hashtag it or nothing. They just said, get it out. So I'm going to get it out. Get this channel message out. You know, I just wanted to say whatever, but like it's like I've been through things, and some of y'all have been through things that absolutely would have killed people, and I mean killed them. I mean beyond physically. You know what I'm saying? It would have scarred their soul. Every time a person's like they go through something so super, super traumatic or something like that. It's 12 out here. Heavy. Oh. Oh, okay. Every time somebody goes through something like super fucking traumatic, now, spiritually speaking, all of our paths are predetermined and predestined. So, some of us may, like, pre-decide to have all of our, whatever it was, our acquired karma, if you believe in that thing, from a past life, like, we all bring it over. Like, you know, some people, you bring it over, basically. It carries over like a balance. And you can choose, like, listen, I only want 7 years of life. You know what I'm saying? I want to get something to take me out real fast, real quick, and real smooth. You know what I'm saying? For the karma on kids, or the karma from maybe being an abortionist, I don't know. Or being against abortions, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you all, I want to come back as a tree. I want to come back as this. I want to come back as that. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. You never know. Like, you could live your karma out in a couple years and then pass away. And it's so much that goes deep into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about the people you chose to incarnate through, your parents. It's all a big ass contract. All a big ass contract. You know. But like, ooh, sometimes I get so thrilled up. I do. I do. It just goes on and on. And sometimes I be wanting my cards to keep me together, but I'm really trying to enhance this psychic thing. But okay. And I apologize for where I left off, because these are how the downloads come to me. Like, they'll be like they'll cut themselves off. They'll cut themselves off and then go right into something else. Like, they're going right into something else about the 144,000 that the Bible speaks of. You know, it's I don't even think I've ever heard of that being explained like it's been told to me over and over and over in my head. And I may do that video one day, unless they want me to talk about it now. But I won't. But basically, it's not what we think it is. All of those promised people, no, those people were born that way. Born that way. They ain't got nothing to do with, like, in the sense of these people from these tribes and this place and that place. That's why Paul said, don't worry about genealogy. None of that shit even fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? Because they already knew shit was gonna get fuck off. You know, some people gonna change shit up. And because of our roguish ass ways down here, as dwellers on this green motherfucker, we done fuck shit up. We done shook the table. And so, yeah, we done shook this whole table, and shit finna shake up some more. A whole lot some more. I'll probably end up breaking this video up in a couple of, like, smaller ass videos, because it be everywhere. But those 144,000 are just And people gonna hate me, excuse me, not hate me, because, you know, in order for me to even say that or even think I have haters, like, I would have to care. But people may disagree about that, but these are not people who did some, like, they did, but they didn't do it because they was told they was chosen. It's almost like, it's like this. These people went through, these are the people that changed bloodlines. These are the people who went through generation after generation after generation. Like their bloodline that they were incarnating to. One of these 144,000. They incarnated into a bloodline that needed to be rectified, just as Jesus did. Okay? That's what happened. That's who they are. And those are the ones. Okay? The reason why they coming from different tribes is because they had different purposes. You know? There's people out there supposed to be psychics, channelers, like mediums, all of those are your Levites. You know, that's why Paul said don't pay attention to the genealogy, because even he understood. You take it back. If you do follow it back, you know what I'm saying, there's a couple of hiccups and a couple of oopsies, you know what I'm saying, like in the sense of Jesus shouldn't have been so important according to the bloodline. But he is because of significance, okay? And because of importance and predetermined, predestinated from Methuselah. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got grandparents and grandmas and stuff that used to say, y'all wait. Back in the day, that's why grandmas and grannies and things like that used to cling to babies, because they saw something special in them. Not because they were the only one, the first one, the only son, the only grandson, the only granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? None of that favoritism shit, no. She could look right at that baby and say, yes, you is the one. They might not even never get to spend time with them or babysit them, or, you know what I'm saying, even develop a relationship. But what they doing is praying every night for them coverage and protection, because it's like, it's not that they don't have to watch them, because if they could, they put that baby right there in their pocket. They sure would. You know what I'm saying? That's who the 144,000 is, or whatever the fuck the number is said. But that's who they are. You got some who are headhunters, go-getters, like, you know what I'm saying? The ones that can bring their family out of financial bondage and curses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got those who bring their family out of illnesses. That is doing things like studying things like how to fast and how fasting is beneficial for the body, and studying things like not atrophy, but autography, which is like, you know, on a cell level, after you fast for at least 36 hours, that your body begins to go into that mode where your cells begin to eat the bad shit on the inside of itself, and then assist in, because you have to drink water during this time. This is not, you know, you're flushing yourself, and that's all it has. You know, it's eating all those bad fat cells and everything, you know. And you know, so you got people who will study the different type of fat cells, black, excuse me, not black, but brown fat cells, and you got white fat cells. You got good cholesterol, you got bad cholesterol. You know, you got good carbs, bad carbs. Good sugars, bad sugars, all of those things. Excuse me. You know, you might be of that tribe of the 144,000. And you link up, that's why they say you link up with your soul tribe for a reason. You keep right on walking and you keep being authentically and originally yourself. You will, at some point in your life, meet your soul tribe. And amongst your soul tribe, guess what? Ye shall find your equally yoked partner, soulmate, divine union. That's what you find, okay? That's exactly what you find. That's what you get to have and you get to enjoy. That's your Canaan, that's your heaven. To be amongst your tribe, you know what I'm saying? And to have respect for all the other tribes, you know what I'm saying? All of those type of things. To be honest, I guess what, in a sense, well, they did say for Israel not to abhor their brother, which were the Ishmaelites, or the Muslims, or the Moors, and I'm not confusing the two, but some people do, so I'm just talking on people where they at, basically. But not to abhor them. And then they said also I believe your neighbor, the Egyptians, you know what I'm saying? So like it's so many. I feel like there's, if the Ishmaelites are the Israelites brothers, you know what I'm saying, they're obvious, you know what I'm saying, they gotta be family. So so they're family, you know. And then for the simple fact that Joseph had protection even before Joseph, Moses, okay, even before Moses, Abraham, when they were trying to take Sarah up off his ass. Sure was. Almost had her, but because he sat right there and he said, you know what I'm saying, why didn't you tell me she was your wife? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have took your wife. But you said she was your sister, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, okay, listen, it's an apology, but it's a moment right now where I need you to take a little bit of accountability, because I have morals as a man. I'm not finna lay with your wife. And that was his fear. That was Abraham's fear. You get what I'm saying? That was Abraham's fear, was that the Pharaoh was going to take his wife. And he only tried it because said it was a sister. Either way, they still got through that hole, because it's trying to pass through. Christ had to pass through Egypt. I don't care what had to happen. Egypt played a part in our safe way, in our safe passages, in our hiding. So like some of that 144,000 could be some Egyptians. Shit, on the pool. I mean, it could be Canaanite, because they're all the people that came to fix the bloodline. It was Ishmael too. He fixed his mamas. And his dad's too. And his dad's too. So, but like, listen, that 144,000 and all of that, it's not nothing to do with those who drank his blood and ate his body in remembrance of him. How they say it, the old folks just say, like, I bear my own cross. They didn't explain to us what that means. They just wanted us to get the heart of it, the gist of it. But it's not a lot that was explained about a lot of the old songs, but bearing your own cross means you got accused. You was hurt. You was attacked. You know, out here doing what you supposed to be doing by somebody who's supposed to be in your inner circle. A kiss? How intimate? A kiss, right? A kiss. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, intimately sell you out. Sell you out. Y'all done been through that. Y'all done been through that. Shared beds, houses, jobs, money, your heart, your time, your mind, your body, your soul, your uterus. You know what I'm saying? Like you done shared it all. Shared it all. And made it plain, you know what I'm saying? Made it easily accessible. Didn't nobody had to fight for it. Didn't nobody have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, they had to come around you and learn. You know? Being in your presence was being in your presence is too expensive and too valuable. Just like when the lady with the issue of blood touched Christ, he said, "Who touched me?" You better know. You hear what I'm saying? Your energy vampires around you and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bearing the cross. Got people out here gang stalking you. Can't go nowhere, crowds and crowds and crowds. You just trying to get to the next. You trying to get from A to B and can't. Clout chasers. Jesus wept. They don't talk about that. He wept. He's sitting there like what he's sent there to do. He using the same damn blueprint. The nigga cried. He cried. From 12 years until he started preaching, he had a good solid 20-some odd years, 21 years, before he was even hung up on that hoe. On the tree. Like a nigga. He was 12 years old, little baby. In there teaching them what his mama was giving him at home and what he was learning. And then on top of that, because, you know what I'm saying, he was God in the flesh. And many of you are just the same. You get me? Y'all's mama might not have been a virgin and had y'all and she was still a virgin. But I tell you what, you might have been a surprise. Might have been a surprise. Okay? So, like, y'all done been falsely accused, sold out, used. People done come up on you, took your energy to heal themselves, and went on about their business. You done took, you know what I'm saying, the little you had and fed neighborhoods. Off nothing. My grandma used to do that all the time. all the time. Y'all, I'm like oily. But I ain't got no makeup on, okay? See? Like, some of y'all done went in y'all pantry and fed them kids off a wing and a grater. You feel me? So, like, you bore your cross. He calls you friend because you done went through the struggle. You know, whether it's your fault or not, you still here. You done scraped your knee up. You know what I'm saying? Not that you won't covered. You know what I'm saying? You probably fought hard to get your protection. Probably did, but like, you know what I'm saying, you was always protected, always covered. But your protection was your heart, because you tough as shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could take it. Christ took them whips. He took that crown, that thorn of crowns. You know what I'm saying? Bled down his face. He took being stabbed in the side. He took asking for water. I'm already dying. Water ain't gonna keep me alive. It's not. Water ain't gonna keep me alive. But can I have some? And why you giving me vinegar? Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all mamas done cried out the roof. You know what I'm saying? Night and day, night and day. Y'all done sat there and bled in front of people. Stabbed in the back. You know what I'm saying? And how they walked them through the city and stuff, still whipping his ass, and he's still carrying, well, that's what the story go, you know what I'm saying, still carrying his cross and stuff on his back. People have, like, taken y'all's ideas, used them for themselves, got themselves a nice little profit. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying? You just bleeding, just hurting. People play with your mind. People done came for your top. All that. Cause what you was sent to do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no choice but to be the way that you are. To stand how you are. You are a healer. You can't help but to heal. Even if you want to deny a title, baby, you are still a healer. You're still a healer. You still who you are. And it get tough, it get rough. And we had that same prayer that Christ had. Shit, take this from me. I'm supposed to be, you got me out here helping these people? You got me out here born on their level? In this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not of it. I don't belong here. But you got me here. This the vehicle that I have. You know what I'm saying? He had a heart for his people. And even then, for those who were not, that's law. He was the law. The law said that you care for the stranger in your land. He gave him crumbs, he said, off the table. He still said, even the crumb, even the dog, you get the crumbs off the table. Couldn't argue with that. Couldn't argue with that. And that's right. The stories are told about Christ because, like they are, because they try to put it like, yeah, he was only sent out for the Israelites, but see, they really should have put his story in the damn Old Testament, and then started with like Romans or something like that. They should have, under one big synopsis, include all the first 4 books of the New Testament, all of them. Because like Christ was like, you sent me out here. I mean, I'm down here, and really, he was at one with his father. You know, he was like, look, you know what I'm saying? You sent me down here. Well, I mean, I agree, but you know, I'm down here, and excuse me, I had to burp. Or some of y'all could be saying like, you know, here I am in this place that you won't let me leave. I can't go nowhere. Like, you want me to be here for these people. You want me to be in this place. You wanted me to be born at this time. For these motherfuckers. Right. Because you said you'd help. And according to the Bible, this is the bloodline that I'm needing to come in and fix, because it's a lot of shit in it, you know. And the bloodline included all of the tribes, all of the soul tribes, okay? So come in, fix this shit up. You know, I'm gonna go down there and fix this shit up. And you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna be all straight from there. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna, all the bad shit gonna eradicate out. That's the plan. You feel me? Some of y'all are like Jesus, and some of us will be like disciples. We have been tax, you know what I'm saying, what they call tax collectors and all that shit. But we now are on a mission to be like missionaries and such, and evangelists and discipleship and all that for the collective. You know, not just Christians, Christ followers, but those souls who we interact with that desire genuinely, you know, to elevate in some way. And however it is that you need to elevate, that ain't my business. Some people needed demons take it out of them. Some people needed to learn, like, their ego, you know what I'm saying, break their ego. Some people need to learn forgiveness. Some people need to learn, you know, all of those things. Some people need to learn those things, you know what I'm saying? And we're here to meet them where they're at and help them do that, you know, the best way we can. I'm not sent out to save a soul. I'm not sent out to make you holy or whole. None of that. That's between you and your higher power. My job is strictly to be almost like an urgent care. You stop in, you say, hey, look, I think I know how to love, you know what I'm saying? And I really only have my experiences to go off of. So, Can you, you know what I'm saying, kind of, because I'm feeling like I really might not know, you know what I'm saying. You come to me, and you come to me and you hear that wisdom and that guidance and whatever the fuck it is that you need to help open your heart chakra. You know, I'm a disciple. I'm also God in the flesh. And that's not no belief I woke up to. That's something I've been told for years before I even learned about this shit. And goddesses and entities and spirit guides and ancestors and all that stuff. I've been told that for a very long time. So I'm gonna cut this off here in a second. But a lot of y'all can't help but to be who you are, what you are, and however it comes out. It changes, it evolves, you know, like seasons. But keep being yourself. Don't let anyone take you from your authenticity and your original self. You're made like you are for a reason, okay? You are. Don't be ashamed of it. Wear it proudly. Be yourself unapologetically, authentically, and confidently, okay? Because, I mean, even if you ain't shit, be that. And do it with a big heart, and I mean, like, do it 10 toes. Be ain't shit, you know. It's one thing to desire to grow, and you don't know, maybe because nobody ever allows you to learn, or you refuse, you know. So you refuse to grow or to learn something. I'm not here to make you drink. I'm only here, and a lot of you are only here to lead the horse to water, which is the same thing Christ did. He led them to the water, and he was the living water. He had the message, the direct connection with source, God the Father, Mother, Father God. Yeah, he had all that. You know what I'm saying? Mary was his protector, as was Joseph. But, like, you know what I'm saying? When you think about it and stuff, like, Jesus was a black sheep. You know what I'm saying? He had hood rat ass friends. And people say, well, Jesus, you know what I'm saying, he hung out with sinners and all this other stuff. Because who else need help? Them prideful and righteous ones who thought that they didn't never do nothing wrong. They don't need his help. They don't need his help. They had it right to where they gonna end up being tormenting themselves. Because I mean, as soon, do you know, all right, this, when you're on, you divine ones, whatever level you're on in your life, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut the fuck up because that's what they said do. You divine ones, that whatever level you're on, be it a all right, so you can see me better, be it a an ascending level, or, you know what I'm saying, you just waking up, you know, to wherever you are, okay? You ones that are, you divine ones on your level, do you know that when you elevate, you move devils out on that level? And when you leave that level that you was just on and move devils out, because it ain't just for you, it's for anybody else that you're connected to, okay? You're that powerful. Anybody that you hold tight, whether they hold you tight or not, they are under your wing and under your protection. Get that part, okay? So they are unscathed. That's where energy vampires and opportunists come in. Narcissists too. They know the power of their sources that they go out. That's why they call them source. So everybody that you're connected to, that's on that level, you know what I'm saying, they're equally protected. They're under your wing. Why? Because you're out there, you're there to learn a lesson anyway, and that's to fight the demons, the devils, the new levels, new devils, on that fucking level. And everybody that you meet, 9 times out of 10, some of those people are stuck on that level, and because of you and meeting you, they get to go up. That's your soul tribe. Y'all help each other elevate. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just one level and they don't go to the next one, it don't matter. That ain't your business. But there's people there too who don't want to do the work. They don't want to grow. They don't want to actually do the work to grow. Like they want all the benefits of growth and ascension, but they don't want to do the work. Like they rather ride your coattails. Those are the spiritual crabs in a barrel. Those are the ones that rather grab you on your way up. It don't matter how heavy they are. It don't matter how heavy they are. You're higher than they are. So they see you trying to grow and go higher. They trying to grab you. Not without me. Not without me. And if you're not careful, they'll pull you down, stand on you, and go to your level. And then this is where the ass whooping starts for those of us who shouldn't let people hold us down from going where our source wants us to go. Okay, but excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not intended for that type of healing. That type of healing is within yourself, okay? The same ways and methods and things that I used to love myself again and trust myself again and believe in myself again and all of that might not work for you. It's not going to be the same way. So I can't just sit here and say, yes, do this, yes, burn this candle, this and that, and no shade on that at all. But it's not for everybody, okay? I can tell you how to bring in abundance with candles. I can tell you how to bring in abundance with herbs. I can tell you how to bring in abundance, instant abundance with a shower, a bath, your refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? I could teach you some shit. I know things. But the best way to bring in consistent, uninterrupted, and unblocked abundance is to do the work. Just do the work, okay? So let me tell y'all this part right there now. Make sure y'all grab that. Every time you elevate, okay? Now, after you done cleared out those devils and earned your ascension to the next level, attachments. People, that's why sometimes it's hard to let people go. You know you done grew past them. They know you done grew past them. Ain't we talked about it already? They know you done grew past them, okay? Now here comes the drama. This is what make the ascensions and elevation and spiritual growth and all that stuff where paths start to take a fork in the road. You know what I'm saying? It's your time to go up. It's not their time, or they haven't earned it. They haven't studied to show themselves approved. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't their time to come up yet. first of all, us, in order to go up, we gotta let them go. We gotta shake them loose. Just period. And if they're not, like, ready, that's a them people problem. Like, for real. That's a whole them people problem. You know what I'm saying? While you had me there, while I was on your level, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had plenty access to anything. That's why I take value in meeting people and their time that they allot me, because we got shit to do. And ain't nobody got time to see him be wasting their time and energy on a ain't shit motherfucker. Okay? Okay? No, for real. Okay? Shoot. You don't get to ascend just by chance. Oh, it's your ticket. As soon as you get to a level, you pluck you a ticket. Oh yeah, your number will be up. No, it ain't nothing like that. You got to show up every day. You got to clock in. You know what I'm saying? You got to take very brief ass breaks. And you got to sneak those, because you can't clock out. It's a 24-hour job trying to get yourself better than you was yesterday. Than you was. Let me correct. Than you was a few hours ago. Than you was yesterday. Than you was last week. Than you was last month. Last year, whatever, last decade, last birthday, whatever. Shoot. You got to go through that doggone. You got to bear your cross on every level. You get what I'm saying? Christ didn't just go through all that shit in one day, 1 week. You get what I'm saying? It's a time for that motherfucker to, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice himself and get his reward, get his crown, and defeat hell. You know, death, excuse me. Defeat death. Defeat death. And you can too. That's how you, that's what it is. Defeating death. That's what death is right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I say y'all, but we lose ourselves in situations, attachments. That's what a death is. Christ kept telling them, I'm in this motherfucker, but I ain't of it. Like, when you see me around this bitch, I ain't in the mix. Don't think of me how you think of them. When you see me, don't see them. And when you see them, don't think of me. Like, don't put us together. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense that we the same. Like, cause no. Like, no. And something else just came to me too, and I'm gonna save that one for later, because it goes with that 144. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You go up in your next level, and you got something else to defeat this time. You got over your mentality of lack. You got over your mentality of, I ain't gonna find nobody to love me. You get over your mentality of, I ain't gonna never be happy in my career. You know what I'm saying? And on the level of now, I got somebody to love me, or at least I'm ready to love, or, you know, and I've let go things that used to hold me back. You know what I'm saying? Now here I am on my career. I'm on my career level, and I found myself, I'm working way too many hours. and not getting a real return on the hours that I'm working. I should be paying myself more, you know, so I should be charging more, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, this and or I should be working harder, and then maybe I can get the money. Or, you know, maybe I need to work smarter, and then maybe, you know, whatever it is, the demon might be time management, might not be networking. You may have the clientele. The demon might be money management. You probably do make the revenue. Maybe you need to sit down and go through your appointments, go through your client list, or go through your customer receipts and things like that, and do your own statistics until you can afford someone to do them for you. But to whom much is given, much is required, expected. Everybody got dreams of a successful small business, but are you willing to, and this may not even be the stepping process, but like, are you willing to go balls to the wind with no information and learning as you go, and making your mistakes and learning from your I ain't even gonna say mistakes, but going out there and learning your lessons, you know, what works, what doesn't work. You get what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna go out and do it? Conquer your demons. Go out there and research. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do it until you collectively take your wisdom from all the lessons you've learned, from all the attempts you've tried, in which ways to make something work. Be it a business, be it a relationship, be it a job, be it an idea. Hold on, y'all, just a moment. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm hearing, first of all, I hear everything. I'm still recording. I hear everything, first of all, okay? And I do believe that I did ask you guys not to be too loud, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, ain't no oh yeah about it. I've asked you, and I've already told you we're going to go to Dollar Tree in the morning to go get them donuts and them nails for you, right? Everybody going. We've talked about that. Fair is fair. I'll be here momentarily, but you know that mama sometimes, I do the card readings. It's the same thing. Please. It's already way too late for everybody to even be up. Can you please? I don't mind if y'all play and watch TV and stuff, but falling out on the floor and I hear feet, that's all I hear is boom, 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 boom. Okay, and that's not even what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be cleaning. You're supposed to be cleaning. And when I have to, like, say, okay, well, now we're not going to the pool. Okay, well, now we're not going to Dollar Tree. Okay, now we're not going to the park. Okay, well, now we're not going to get our nails done. Okay, now we're not going shopping. I feel bad. I feel terrible. All I want to do is just go take y'all out and shop and do all this stuff. But y'all halfway, partway, listen. And no, but I'm not done speaking. But like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all partway, listen. And it breaks my heart. But I'm not going to stop just doing shit for y'all because y'all my kids. I'm y'all mama. So I still have to do my very best to make sure you have what you're supposed to have. But I want to do so much more than that. Not saying that y'all don't deserve it, because I'm still do stuff. We still going to do shit. We still going to Dollar Tree in the morning. Partially because I really need to go. But on the way in the morning, I'm going to have to decide whether or not I will allow you all to pick out something, or if I'll just pick out something for you myself. And I don't want to do that. You should be able to decide for yourself what you want. You don't have to earn nice things from your parents. You don't have to do that. But like going to the mall, shit, or going bowling and skating and pool and stuff, yes, that's a treat, because I have to get up and lose sleep behind that. And I'm still up now because you know, we got to talk about y'all going to your dad's and stuff. So, but other than that, like, for real, please, please, please be quiet. I really don't even care if you don't clean up too well. Just be quiet, okay? You can play cards for all I care. Just be quiet, okay? Try not to remember, it's people downstairs and people next door. And they might be asleep and they probably have to get up for work in the morning. We got to think of everybody else too, not just ourselves. And I got to shampoo someone's hair. Probably all of y'all. Stop messing with that, Naomi. Put it in the trash. You shouldn't have anything pointy or sharp. Close this door, please. Why the TV not on? Play something. Close this door. I got 5 minutes. Close this door. Well, I apologize for that intermission, but like, some of y'all are Jesus, and some of y'all are the product of being blessed by the presence of someone in your life who helped you, whether on that level, because we're going to meet a lot of Jesuses, okay? Someone that probably helped you at whatever point they met you at in their life, your life, excuse me. Break the attachment, whatever it was that you needed to let go of, lying or dishonesty or integrity, morals, whatever the fuck it is, you know, whatever it is that's scarring your soul terribly. That my kids are, and some of us are the disciples, you know, people who brought us out of a dark place, and because they helped to awaken our souls, and that is only, and that's contingent upon accepting the fact, accepting the realization that you were asleep, that your soul was sleeping, that you had not even, whatever you thought was the path that you was on, whatever you thought was working for you, now all of a sudden it's like, what? You sitting there looking like none of this is, nigga, what? I thought I was her. I'm her? What? You know what I'm saying? All of the shit you learned that was popping off while you was asleep. This how it really is? You know what I'm saying? Y'all are disciples. Some of us was born without a veil. There you go, right there. Born without a veil. But just like everybody else, we still got to learn right and wrong, because for this incarnation to be where we are, to come down just like Jesus did. He had to learn right and wrong. It was, didn't I say it's contingent upon our receptiveness? It was wrong as hell for Jesus to have his ass up in that synagogue with them motherfuckers, with them old ass motherfuckers, teaching them. The all damn audacity. How many adults you know right now, okay, grew up with the stay in the child's place? Do you see some kids over here? Go back over there with them kids. Do as I say, not as I do, right? All of them type of ones. And then you meet someone, you might marry them, you might go to school with them, you might become best friends with them, work for them, work with them, employ them, hire them, you know what I'm saying? And this individual, I wouldn't even say challenges your like what you believe, but why you believe it, okay? I used to think I had to change people's belief system. I meet you, you tell me that you're Hindu, or you're Bindi, I think. I hear that. Bindi or something like that. I don't know. Bindi. Or you're Muslim, or you're what the fuck do they call that? One of those Celtic religions, or you're Christian, some denomination of Christian. You're Satanist, you're atheist, well, I wouldn't even throw atheist in there. But give me a minute, y'all. I'm so sorry. I wish I could go back, and I will probably go back and edit this video and record like comments behind like 2-3 minutes worth of video, and it's to let 11155 on the timer. But okay, we'll jump back on that then. So some of y'all meet people, or people meet you on your level, that are actually more what do you call it, elevated beings that are just in the same vehicle. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all kind of driving the same car. I mean, it's different makes and model. I mean, different years and models, but we pretty much driving the same car. Some of us sedans, some of us trucks, some of us SUVs, some of us Hellcats, SRT, more power. Me, but some of y'all met some people who really blessed your life. They showed you love again. And it might have just been their generosity. It could have just been them spending the time to be a listening ear for when you really needed somebody to listen. Not nobody to give you some advice you don't want. Not nobody to help you sort through your shit. Not nobody trying to judge you off your shit. Like, nothing that. Sometimes you just needed somebody to let you talk, because for once in your life, somebody gonna let you talk, and you gonna be heard. And if you're blessed to have that same individual, you be able to trust them. They will let you know. It'll be chastisement, but it'll be in a loving way. You know, like, shit, I know how you feel, big dog. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you called me about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, damn, we couldn't put that right there on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Or without even saying it. Just saying, look, I'm glad you called me. You know what I'm saying? Rather than sitting on this shit and letting it fester in your heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you called me. Listen, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get nobody say, this is what you should do. You know, drive up there and slash his tires. Or this is what you should do. Go to your job and give him your 2 weeks notice. Since this, I'm here to tell you this right here. Look, friend, I know you desire, say it's about love. I know you desire love and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe you should like, I'm put like this. I ain't even gonna say that. Like, look back and reflect. But I'm there to be like, you know what? I don't want you to give up thinking that just because shit done been fucked off so many times with you in relationships, that you just ain't worthy, or you know what I'm saying, you're just undeserving just because it hasn't happened. You know, look, friend, you know, don't give up. Be glad about this. You ain't lose yourself, big dog. You still on top. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you lost your car. I don't care if you lost your money or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? I'm your friend. Look, if you need me to lean on for a little bit until you can get back on your feet, I'm here for you. Just don't lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? You lose whatever you lose after you fuck with a person, and you know what I'm saying, it's already bad enough you lost that person, but now all your shit gone too. And you sitting there like, huh? You feeling down and destitute, but if you ain't got somebody to be like, look, you lost a relationship, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, this relationship is over, or the job is over, or that lover is, you know, out the picture, but nigga, you still solid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to tell you to go over there and show them how hurt you is. There's consequences with that. That's karma, repercussions. We do stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, those are the disciples, because, and the Jesus is out there, because we done that. Like, if we ain't done it, we probably experienced it from some other perspective. Either it happened to us or we did it. Or there's even the third side. We was there and almost in a sense like a innocent bystander or casualty on somebody else's karma and bullshit that they had coming towards them. Okay, so for playing with somebody's time, you know what I'm saying, you sitting there just cooling with your homie, next thing you know, boom, somebody done kicked in the door, and your homie over here done did somebody dirty. Probably ain't told you about it. Probably ain't, because you know that's how it go. Probably ain't told you shit about it. But you caught up in it now. Because they done kicked in the fucking door and you sitting up there watching fucking, you down at the pink at your homie house. Just chilling, cooling. Now, that can get a whole lot deeper, but you know what I'm saying, like, some of us have, you know what I'm saying, we're the people that usually, after we grow up and learn to discern who these certain individuals and energies are that we can't be around, you know what I'm saying, that's a big demon. That's a real big devil, because you can suck yourself right on into somebody's karma. Shit, some of y'all divinely protected. You can keep people from experiencing their karma. You can. Y'all can keep people from experiencing their karma and getting their asses handed to them. Yeah. Cause you that wild. And so imagine when you go and disconnect and you go into your next level and you ascend, and now they ain't got your protection no more, and all of that fucking karma is eating their ass wide open. Oh, but I thought I had that I was doing good, you know what I'm saying? And when we was together and stuff, or when we was friends and shit, things was so good, but now we ain't friends no more. You know what I'm saying? My life done turned upside fucking down. For whatever reason, y'all may not link or talk no more. They gonna think, well, let me go back and talk to such and such, because that's got to be linked to that. No, 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 no. You had some stuff come into your ass before you met such and such and got them involved as a innocent bystander and as a casualty. Okay? You should have took your time and got your ass whooped and been in your wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights or 40 years or however long it's going to take. And do your own doggone work so you don't sit here and drag nobody in your stinking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or fly to your bullshit. That ain't how I'm built it. But I'm gonna finish up like I was saying. But yes, a lot of y'all, when y'all elevate, you know, you move devils out the way. They kind of just sit and chill. They don't really go nowhere. They gonna fuck with everybody else. You know, you move them out the way, and you move them out the way permanently. I don't give a fuck if you do have to go back down. You know what I'm saying? You might have been on top, got your business going. You making 7-8 figures a year and shit like that, and then all of a sudden, shit could be gone tomorrow. Or you know what I'm saying? You take a drop in income where, you know, it's like half of what you usually make, but you still have a lifestyle to maintain. You think you're supposed to forget how to hustle? You think you supposed to forget how to manage your money now that you got more of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still lessons. It's still devils. It's still temptations. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that you got to be so strict, so diligent, so serious all the time with yourself. No, but you can be serious about your intentions, you know, and things you set out to do. You know, you intend on buying a car. You know what I'm saying? You say, all right, 12 months, I'm putting aside what I would consider a car payment, what I can afford. I'm going to go ahead and start acting like I'm doing it. You go put $500 to the bank every month like you paying a car note and insurance. In a year's time, you see how much money you have saved up. You be like, shit, okay. I ain't let no trips. I ain't let no birthdays. I ain't let no turn-ups. I ain't let no link-ups. None of that deter me from saving this money to buy me a car. And now, look at me a year later. I got 8 bands. I can just buy me a car. You feel me? The car I want, probably. A cash car, no payment. And go ahead and pay my insurance off. Look at that double blessing for all that work you had to do. For all of that consistency, all of that dedication you had to, it built your own moral code. It's more than just you got your car. Yeah, you got your car. I mean, yeah, on a conscious level, you know, if I work hard, save my money, I can get whatever the fuck I want. Sure, that's common sense. But some people like fast money because they don't like consistent work. They can't be loyal to anything that is disciplinary. Okay? Trials work patience. If you ain't never been broke before, then you'll never understand the importance of your coworker who won't miss a day of work. He won't miss it. You can't get him to miss a day of work. Okay? He has probably been sick and had stuff or whatever the case is. That bitch, that nigga was at work some way, somehow. If he wasn't that day, he made it up. You get what I'm saying? He got goals. It built muscle. You get working on the things that you desire. Yeah, you probably prayed for it. My prayer is like holy angels, spirits, gods, ancestors. Like, work with me in my mind about staying focused. Help me stay focused. Help me not help me not to forget. Help me to remember my goals. Help me you know, to help me to learn what my distractions are that would possibly take me off those goals. Fuck around and they'll say, all right, well, you gotta quit cigarettes. Cigarettes is too expensive. You can use that money for this. You can use that money instead for that. And I'm sitting there like, maybe not, because I'm stubborn. So now I'm going through my bank statements because they talk to me like that. All right, go look it up. See how many times you done went back and forth to that store for a pack of cigarettes. Add that shit up in a month. See how much money you spend. You could have you a car. Stuff like that. See, these are things that you learn over time versus having someone to already help you itemize your time. Prioritize your time, excuse me. You know, dictate your day out. Those are the people that as soon as that's gone, they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know how to comb their hair. They can't brush their teeth. They don't know what time to be at work. They don't know when to wash their clothes, when to wash their ass. They don't know what to think, how to think, and when to think it. You know what I'm saying? Those sometimes are the people we also meet. And the people we also give birth to, both physically and consciously. Okay? When we enable people, we don't have them accountable and shit like that. That's what Jesus was. That's what I heard. Jesus was accountability. Because before, no, I mean, he was the, oh my goodness. He was accountability for yourself. Not, he was the, like, it's like, there was already expectation on the people to live a certain way, abide by a certain set of rules. You know, he was those rules, but he was he was a better example because it was in him not to sin, and it won't until he woke up to it, right? Okay, and be it at birth that he came out, because he was so divine, he was God. So it could have been at birth, could have been at 12, could have been that he wanted no parts of it. Okay, he wanted no parts of the fucking mix. That's what I said. He said, when you see them, that ain't me, and when you see me, I don't got nothing to do with them. So he didn't want no parts. At some point, he woke up to it. Like, it was like, okay, so based off looking around how everybody is out this motherfucker and how this is looking, even with my purpose, even with the crown that sits on my head, shit. He had the power to say that, erase these motherfuckers and start over. But, like, Jesus held himself accountable because it was just in him not to do like they were, and I just feel like he had this resignation that in his soul, in himself, that his environment, he didn't want to be a product of it, you know. He didn't want to be a product of that. He came out like that. I mean, the kids was out playing and such. This motherfucker's in church. And not only is he learning, but he channeling and giving the priests and shit understanding of the law. Understanding of the law. Okay? It's like, you know, I gotta hang this phone up, but like, when Christ left, you know, in the tomb, the synagogue and shit had, you know, the earthquake and all of that, and he had died and everything, it's because he had shook up the whole foundation on that thing. And I mean it, you know, they said you owe nobody but to love them. And that's just the fulfillment of the law, you know. And it's a shame, and that's why he cried, is that how y'all don't get that. Only thing them laws was intended to do was to teach people how to love. The law was to teach people how to love each other. And these people were so, and them, some motherfuckers is just so like roguish that you got to actually spell it out. And in the midst of translation, some shit might have got misinterpreted and left out. But can you imagine someone having to write out, what is the word I'm looking, strategically, and even step by step, how the fuck you love someone? I mean, the 10 Commandments alone. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Meaning, like, not saying that the whole concept of Christianity is super great and good, but the words themselves in that, you know, you the realest nigga on your team. I shouldn't even say that. You the realest motherfucker on your team, okay? When you pray, when you convene with yourself, when you sit down and you think on things, especially decisions you're going to make, or things you're going to say, or what you're finna do actively, you talk with yourself, you know? Most of us, the voice of God sounds like, if not our own voice, it probably sounds like somebody we know. Until we wake up and realize that God has no form, you know, and he has no gender. He just has energy, okay? So, like, once you really kind of, like, wake up to that type thing, it's like, huh, okay. Huh. So it's another side to this coin. And really, it's like a Rubik's Cube more than anything. But, like, I can imagine having to strategically and, like, specifically spell it out for people. How you supposed to treat people, how you supposed to treat animals, how you supposed to act, do, I mean, like, all of those things. It's wild. I can imagine him get very upset because they wouldn't follow. And they just would not follow. They just do whatever the fuck they want to. So, in came Jesus to show them, like, look, while you're out there trying to find a way to eat flesh, not saying you're not supposed to, because you can, and it's fine. While you're just out there trying to feed your flesh, let's just say it like this, you're out there trying to feed your flesh so bad, so ruthlessly, that your creator had to literally give you a set of rules and instructions on how to treat people. How you should take care of your neighbor, you know. that wasn't good enough. So he had to actually come down here himself and show you what the fuck he meant. And he's saying, all I meant for you to do is to take care of this land. Those laws do not stop you from nothing. You're not oppressed. You know why you're oppressed? It's because you ain't treating people right. In New Testament said, don't let them snakes and them sourpuss ones, you know, sit amongst you and stuff like that. Slither right on in and kill the vibe and bring this shit down and bring you to a low ass thing. You finally got yourself and mustered up enough strength to actually come at. And here come this sour pussy motherfucker. Probably crying and complaining for some attention, and you going through shit too, but you just really want to be around other people that it don't matter if they know, it don't even matter if they do know, just other people that just tired of being in their energy, sick and tired of being sick and tired, and just want to come together and just party and bullshit, but you can sit there, talk, go get your nails done, go get something to eat, go get an ice cream cone, snow cone, you know what I'm saying, go out for lunch or breakfast or a movie, whatever, go get your hair done together, get your lashes done, like all of the, I mean, whatever. You just out want to enjoy some part of life, because life is kicking your ass like you owe her money. Do you know? Shit. I tell her, life's a bitch, but karma's a motherfucker, alright? Because it don't care who you is. It does not. I told y'all, innocent bystanders. Innocent. Right beside you. You getting right there beside me. You getting caught up in people's shit. But, anyhow, Jesus cried though, because he's just like, I think about his flesh cried, like his vehicle, who he was called, and his perceived representation of who he was and what he was and how he lived his life, and all types of spectators, who knows what their perspective could have been. But, you know, he cried because he's just like, y'all have neglected love. It's like that love that Abraham had. He had no rules. He had no all he had was follow my voice. Follow my voice. Go where I tell you to go. Abraham meditated. Abraham prayed. Abraham didn't do nothing he was not supposed to do. He was blessed abundantly because of that. He had a heart that loved God, as they say, you know, and he was blessed abundantly. He fixed his own bloodline. His daddy and him was making sacrifices and such, so he fixed his own bloodline. We're supposed to have that heart. David danced. David danced. Supposed to have a heart like Abraham, you know, like in the sense of how he loved God, which was his higher inner self instructing him and telling him what to do and what's the wisest thing to do, and you know, provisions being made. These stories are all metaphorical, but you know, the provisions that were made for him at the last minute. I don't even think the story is really about him sacrificing Isaac, and his obedience to God led him to receive miraculous blessings from God, or a miraculous way made, you know, from God. I mean, shit. He went back and forth with decision just like Christ did, you know. But like Christ will, because these people had lost their heart for their Father. And these are supposed to be the ones that they know for a fact that they were created in God's image and that they are his people. They had no reason to doubt. If but no other reason as if they did not know, right? And some of y'all too, that you've been so heavily protected, even though your path may have led you through the mud a few times. And for a long time at that, right? But you still know you're chosen because you came out of it. Still came out of it. That's why I say I'm thankful about my knees being scraped and elbows and crying a few tears and stuff like that, you know. It made me love myself. And that's what the people that they lost love for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They left all responsibility or like accountability on God. Like if they broke the law, it's just okay, you know, punishment or death or whatever would come. You know, it's just like, you know, they like just it built up hatred in them. That's why he told him, he said, fathers, provoke thy son not to wrath. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, chastisement. But that happens between, he said, yeah, they had lost their connection. They was what they call them, like bastards, or they was abandoned or orphans, or, you know, God had took his wing off of them, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They was just wandering, lost, blind, like a lot of y'all was. And some shit had to die off first. Couple people, situations, jobs, places. You had to lose some shit, some people, and stuff like that before you can get to where you're supposed to be. With that changed new mindset and a new belief and shit like that. You have. Them old devils was moved away, like they couldn't even, like they had a love for everything else. Other people, spouses, clothes, houses, shoes, money, children, jobs, looks, bodies. You know, they was, I mean, like they was just, they was unruly. They didn't have a heart to serve. Like, you know, I think, and then said like Christ realized that that's what the laws was for us, because unruly, they was unruly, and they was disobedient, and they needed to be spanked and popped, you know, because they will always go back to some things. And so what, yes, so what, yes, so Jesus was integrity, and Jesus was integrity and morals and all those things. The law didn't change. The law is still that you love one another, but you can't love one another if you don't have that love first for yourself. How do you have love for yourself? You work on yourself. You fight the urges between what you should do and what you want to do. You know, priorities. You establish your own priorities. You establish based off the things that, you know what I'm saying, you might be slack on. You know what I'm saying? You might tell yourself, okay, I can't go have fun today, or I can't go out and have take myself out to eat. Like they say, you can spend your tithes if you ain't got nobody, no elder in your city, or nobody to give it to according to the law, right? You ain't nobody you can help. Nobody. Okay, go out and spend it on yourself. Okay. These people didn't have the heart to like just go out and help. He had to tell them how to spend their excess. He had to tell them that when you've gleaned enough, I mean, you've harvested enough for your own household, enough to sell, enough to eat, enough to, feed and sustain you, you good. You don't keep your profits. You don't keep profits. Storing up and having some for tomorrow is not a profit. That's a plan, and that's responsible. Take the extra. If you don't have nobody to give to, go to a foreign land, go somewhere else and sell it. Make you some money and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't keep the extra. Even if it means you have to go sell it and then bless somebody with the money or bless somebody with the food, the extra, whatever it is. Like, it was no need for gluttony when everything, I mean, if you worked hard, if you went out there every day and worked in your field, or if you went out there every day and worked to fight the battles for the nation and shit like that, if you went out and worked, men don't work, don't eat. You know what I'm saying? You have it. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, don't have enough and it don't take you through, then either, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go through your planning. Maybe y'all going through it too fast because y'all gluttonous, you know what I'm saying, you overeating or you mismanaging or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying, that's your new level. Next season, same harvest, lasts longer because you learn how to budget yourself out, space yourself out, those type things. That, loving yourself. So then, not only, you know what I'm saying, you might have a couple people come and glean in your field, get the little extra and stuff, and you see one person, you be like, you know what? All right, I'm going to give you a job. Every season, you always come and glean. Not everybody can always need help, but every season I see you come and glean. You want a job? You help me. You help me on the field. You won't have to worry about gleaning. When we collect the harvest, a piece of it going to you. If you still need to glean, I'll let you glean first. But let's be partners. You know, let's work together. I'm gonna feed my household. I'm gonna have more. And your more isn't not necessarily for like your house just to grow excessively, but sometimes some of us are giving more. We'll always be taken care of, but we're giving more to give more. Okay, get you a partner, get you a network, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, help you run your business. You might link up with another stylist, you know what I'm saying, and you know how to barber and you know how to style hair. This person might be thinking about going to barber school. You could probably start giving them pieces of your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's for free. Just like you got that person coming out gleaning, now you got them working with you. They learning how to farm land. They learning how to till land. They learning things. Next thing you know, they save up their money, go buy their own field, and now they, all right, you still good though. You still got people that come glean. You still got a part other people that you can bless and put on. You ain't lost shit. It's love. You help somebody else help themselves. That's all love is. You know you can't lead a horse to water and just tell him to drink. Shit, you could tie a horse to a chair and it won't move. All because it think it's supposed to stay there. It's, you know what I'm saying? No. That's where Christ came in. He changed the mindset so that it can heal the heart. Creating me a new heart. Oh God, that I might not sin against thee. That I might not do something that I know I just shouldn't do anyway. You know, I'm not gonna set somebody up and then not expect that to come back on me, like with ill intentions type thing. But I'm gonna just end up chopping this shit up. But I'm about to go in the house now. But some of us are like, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to share that big ass message. I guess if I would talk more often or share more often, and record myself more often, I wouldn't have so much to say at one time. But I'm gonna start just doing this, doing a video vlog, and posting them on the YouTube, because like for real, yes, yeah, it's a lot of people feeling like Job, feeling like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in an environment they don't want to be a product of, and they're kind of being forced to let some things go that don't serve their better or highest good. Just remember, you're going to a new level. There's some shit that can't go with you. You got to make room for more, you know? So, got to keep your head up and you got to keep going. Like, give those messages out when they come. Write those things down. Share those posts I hear, you know? Some of y'all are very, very tapped in. Very tapped in. You hear from Divine directly, you know, probably telling you some things that are very strange and getting some dreams and all of those things. It's all very new and fresh, but I implore you, I advise you to take advantage of this time, because the energy is super high for this right now. A lot of messages are coming directly, because the illusions are being lifted, especially of this world and its purpose, okay? And for a lot of people, also their purpose in this world. I probably said some very weird shit, but either way, I had jumped on because like my life experiences could have like killed me, the shit I've been through. And a lot of y'all, the stuff that you've gone through and made it through, should have took your ass, you know. Some people say, like, especially how with my son and how the situation is with him passing away. I had quite a few people tell me, you know, girl, I'll be somewhere like on drugs, or I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, I'll be crazy or committed or somewhere. And I say, trust me, like, I was depressed, I was sad, I was told down, I had no will to live, but no strength to die. No, I mean, like, no strength to die. You know, I was just that weak. Like, I that thing had broken my poor little, like, scarred me. You know what I'm saying? Scarred my little soul. And I had no desire, no will to continue on my life. But yet I didn't have the strength to end it. I didn't. Like, I just like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thank God for that, because that's the strength that's not my own. Something kept me here. Excuse me. Because that whole situation, I should have not lived. I should have not survived. I should have, as the older people say, I should have woke up dead. Like, dead. I shouldn't have made it. And that's probably what fueled my my strength, or my like, me not having the strength to even end my own life. You know, I was in, that's another, I might have to charge my phone. But we got some people out here that like they can't even, they don't desire to live. And it's like, but they don't got the strength to die. So it's like they kill themselves daily, like daily, almost, you know what I'm saying, like daily, like drink it, sex it, like drug it, whatever. I mean, like I can't even, like any self-sabotaging, like and they just indulge and like stay there, like they don't ever come out of it, because it's like they don't want to die, but they want to stay in a grave. It's so weird. It's so weird. I'm gonna finish with that message. I'm gonna finish with that right there. I'm gonna be back, y'all.